Hey guys, welcome to Amazing Productions. Today, we're going to dive deep into a complete blueprint for making long-form, monetizable YouTube content. And the best part? We're using two super powerful and totally free AI tools, Meta AI and Qwen AI. We'll get into exactly how to prompt them for long videos, and maybe more importantly, how to play by the rules so you can build a channel that actually makes you money.
First off, let's just talk about the opportunity here because it is massive. Think about this. Google's own research shows that 7 out of every 10 people on YouTube are there to solve a problem. They're looking for answers. Now, for creators like us, the biggest headache has always been trying to keep up with that insane demand for good content. Well, this is exactly where AI changes the entire game. It gives you a way to scale up your production in a way that just wasn't possible before.
All right, so let's meet our two main tools for the job. On one side, we've got Meta AI. You can kind of think of this as your precision instrument, really built from the ground up with commercial use in mind. And on the other side, you've got Qwen. This thing is an absolute workhorse, perfect for generating a ton of content, and it has a really generous free plan. Now, on the surface, they both seem great, right? But, and this is a huge but, the way they each define free is completely different, and trust me, that difference can make or break your channel.
Okay, this is where you need to really pay attention. This is the fine print that matters. Meta's free plan is based on tokens. You get a monthly allowance. But the absolutely crucial part is that their license says you can use it for commercial projects. Now, let's look at Qwen. It's based on requests, and you get a wild 2,000 requests a day. Sounds amazing, right? But here's the catch, and it's a big one. Their terms of service, right there in black and white, say it's for personal and research use only. Using it for monetized channel isn't some gray area. It's a flat-out violation, and it puts your entire operation at risk.
So, knowing the legal minefield, how do we actually create a long video script that doesn't just, fall apart and start repeating itself halfway through? The secret is to stop thinking in terms of simple prompts. We need to level up to something called prompt architecture. This isn't just about telling the AI to write me a script. No way. It's a whole structured way of giving instructions that guarantees the AI's output stays on track, consistent, and coherent from the very first word to the very last.
This whole professional approach really boils down to a 3-step blueprint. First up, you create the roadmap. You use one smart, efficient prompt to get the AI to generate the entire skeleton of your video, the hook, the main points, the conclusion, the whole shebang. Next, you teach it your style. You literally show it a perfect example of how you want the script formatted. But the third phase, this is the real game changer. It's all about making sure the story flows using something called recursive context injection.
This right here, this is the secret sauce. Recursive context injection is what makes it possible to create long scripts that actually make sense. See, these AI models, they have a pretty bad short-term memory. They'll literally forget what they wrote a few minutes ago. This technique fixes that. For every new piece of the script you generate, you copy and paste the end of the last piece back into the new prompt. This basically forces the AI to remember what it just said and continue the thought, making the whole script feel like it was written in one smooth go.
Okay, so having a script that flows is one thing. But having one that's actually monetizable, that's a whole other level. If you just ask an AI to list a bunch of facts, you're on the fast track to getting your content flagged as low quality. Your prompts have to do more. You need to push the AI to go beyond just spitting back information. You need to force it to connect dots, to analyze things, to create something that feels like a genuinely new insight. That's the bar you have to clear. And that brings us to the final boss in this whole process, YouTube's own rulebook. Their policy couldn't be clearer. They will absolutely not monetize what they call low-quality, mass-produced content unless you, the creator, add significant transformation. And let's be honest, a generic script that just lists facts is the poster child for what they're trying to ban. Your job is to make sure your human touch, your unique value, is all over that final video.
So building a video that's actually compliant means you have to think about the entire production line. Every single piece of it has to be legally solid. Your script? It's got to be analytical, not just a list. The voiceover? You need to use a text-to-speech service with a commercial license. The visuals? They've got to come from a licensed stock library. Every single step is a layer of protection, and that final edit is where you come in and sprinkle your own creative magic on top. Every piece is crucial.
Okay, so let's put this all together into a smart, simple strategy. It's all about using each tool for what it's best at, both legally and technically. You're going to use Qwen AI's huge free plan for all the heavy lifting that doesn't need to be commercial, the brainstorming, the research, the rough outlines. Then you save Meta AI's precious and commercially legal token budget for the most important step, generating that final, polished script that you're actually going to publish and monetize. This way, you get the best of both worlds without spending a dime, and you stay 100% compliant.
And that really brings us to the final and most important question of all. These tools, they're incredible. They give you speed, they give you scale, they can smash through writer's block. But what they can't do is replace you. That significant transformation that YouTube is looking for, and frankly that your audience is looking for, has to come from your unique perspective, your stories, your creativity. Think of it like this. The AI is a powerful engine, but you are still the driver. You decide where it goes. So the only question left is, where are you going to take it?